Okay, we're back with more Madden 15 Ultimate Team information, and I took a little break, asked a few questions because I was very unclear with some things, and I'll get to those questions throughout this. But if you're new to Ultimate Team, they're trying to add a bunch of new things to the game that will slow it down a bit so that the new guys can understand and have a better explanation of what things are. So to get us started, after you choose your uniform and your team style, you'll be able to open a welcome pack. Welcome packs have just been in every Ultimate Team since the beginning. Next, you get to change your team lineup. You get to mess around with it depending on what you open in packs. And then you get to play a solo challenge. And you'll get some incentives from playing the solo challenges. Complete all the objectives to unlock 500 coins, a valuable collectible, and a bronze badge used in various sets to unlock rewards. One question that was asked was about upgrading the badges. And it appears that you can upgrade the badges from bronze to silver to gold. Jury might be out that there might be an extra tier of badges, but it all depends on what you do in the game and the things that you unlock. There's also the possibility that you can get badges throughout playing through solo challenges and games. Now let's take a look at this Larry Fitzgerald card. And the first thing that pops off to me is he's an elite card with a quick sell of 500 coins. Now this may be just something that was done for picture purposes and it's not the final verdict on this. It might be able to sell for more. We currently don't know. But as of right now, I believe it's just for picture sakes. But with these cards, you can compare them to your other wide receivers just like you were able to do so in the other Maddens. You can promote them to starter. You can also add to sets, auction, or trade block. So just by going to the card at any time, even inside your binder, which we'll get to, all you have to do is click on the card and you can bring up this menu of things to do. Now we're going to move on to the team lineup. And I must agree with everybody on this one. I really like the way this thing was designed. Offense, defense, specialist lineup. Pretty much the same. It's a bit more condensed. But with this, you could just change your lineup on the fly. You don't have to hit this button, go here, go to... You just reverse the order of the cards, and it's just all right there for you to look at. I mean, just looking at this, it just looks clean. Also, you can see coins, points, contracts, and items. Now, I haven't asked any questions about the items or contracts that are there, but and I'm not even going to do any guessing or speculation. But as far as points and coins, I did ask a bunch of questions on that. Let me not say a bunch. I asked enough questions on that. Coins, with coins, you'll be able to work the auction block, buy packs, buy players, the same way you've been able to do it in every other Ultimate Team. Now, points is a new addition, and with points, it's pretty much your MSP PSN converter. With points, you're able to open packs. I believe, or at least it was answered to me when I asked, I believe that you can also use points to upgrade your badges. Now, the next thing that was asked, a lot of this stuff is just things that was asked to the guys that were out there. The next thing that was asked was about, well, what do you do with these badges? These badges go from bronze up to elite, and they can help you finish collections, or should I say sets. I'm still getting used to the new lingo. In other words, they're sort of like key cards from MUT 13. You can also stockpile them so that you're sitting on a bunch and you can use them at any time. They're not required, but they can be used in case you have anything that's missing in that set. Okay, now reading back over the answers, you could get them in packs, and it's still speculation, but you might be able to get them in solo challenges and seasons also. Next, we go to the binder. Now, I had to ask this because I was thinking to myself, like, okay, we have reserves, but now that's gone, and in its place we have the binder. So what is the difference? Well, there's not exactly much difference, with the exception of you don't have to keep moving your cards all over the place just to get them in the sets. You can go into your binder and just move cards right into your lineup and substitute them that way. You can also, from your binder, move cards right into sets, aka collections. Now, the binder does have a limit. The limit is 1200. Another thing is, with these sets, aka collections, it's going to be hard for me getting used to it, but we're going to get used to it. But the next thing with them is, a lot of these sets will be able to be repeated, meaning it's pretty much like doing collections over and over and over and over. So what they're doing with that is eliminating the reason for even needing to have a farm account, because you could just keep farming here on your same thing. Now, not every set will be repeatable. So I guess maybe that's when people will start using their farms. I don't know. But even though you only have 1,200 spots, with this addition to being able to have repeatable collections or sets, with you being able to do this, I think that your reserves might be able to be sustainable. You might be able to work with it. It might not become too overwhelming. A lot of the times we just save cards because we're waiting for the new collections to come out. But if we just keep repeating the same collections, we're keeping space open. So when new collections come out, maybe the cards won't be so hard. I don't know. I think people just might still open packs and put at least one of each card onto a farm account, because you never know with what these new packs are that's going to be coming out. Also, you can choose your best lineup by overall or style. So I'm going to go on ahead and say this again. Personally, I love the additions that have been made to this MUT. It makes navigating everything so much simpler, so much easier, and it's a lot less time consuming, which means that there's going to be more time for playing the actual game, because knocking out collections, aka sets, will just be done, I don't want to say in a blink of an eye, but probably about 70% faster. So we don't have to worry about that. Messing around with the auction block, we'll have more time to do that. We'll just have more time to do stuff, and we don't have to worry about spending too much time in reserves, moving cards from reserves to actives, from actives to pending, because all of that stuff is gone. There is also one more thing that was mentioned. Using duplicate cards, meaning cards that are the exact same, will no longer be allowed. Now, you can use the same player only if they're different items. For example, let's say you have a 97 Dick Lane and you have a 90 overall Dick Lane. You can use both of those cards. But if you have two of the same Dick Lanes, two of the same 97 overall Dick Lanes, you won't be able to put them in your lineup. Again, that's just one of the things that was answered. I'm going to keep my eye on Twitter. I'm going to see if I could, find out what more information these guys can give out. A lot of stuff still has not been released. A lot of information still has not been released, and it's going to be coming in the oncoming weeks. Be patient. I think today was a really good day in the MUT community, especially with all of this news that's come out, and it's all been good news. I like it so far, and I hope you guys do too. And yes, it seems like they're moving in the direction of FIFA, in case you guys were about to say that in the comments. But yes, that's what it seems like. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, we're on the road to 100K, and my goal is to get there by September. See you in the next video. Peace.